The doorbell rang at my house this week, and my wife, who is home for the summer because she's a teacher, grabbed her phone to look through the doorbell camera. She saw it was a salesperson with a clipboard, and she just pretended not to be home. She went to her bedroom, closed the door, and it just reminded me that sales is hard. Like, really, 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 really hard, and I have so much respect for salespeople. Anyway, anybody who says it's not hard, either one, has never done it before, or two, is out of their god-dang mind. Most people, like my wife, don't want to be bothered by salespeople or cold outreach. And as my friend Patrick Downs likes to say, sales is unnatural. It's not a normal human interaction, and it's just literally abnormal to sell. So how and why do people stick with this career? Why slog through the day in, the day out, year after year, just to try to engage people who don't usually want to deal with them? They do it because they're insane. Literally, that's it. Salespeople are out of their minds, but in the absolute best way possible. My guest today is one of these crazy people. I love her energy, her humor, her creativity, and her grit. It's Amelia Taylor. Welcome to the show, Amelia.
Hey, thank you. I'm super excited to be here. I feel like I probably said to you multiple times, can I please join you? Please join you. Please join you, because this is amazing, and I'm super pumped to be here. So
let's set the record straight. I reached out months ago.
Yeah,
and you're now finally here.
You know what? I was just trying to just make you look good. Okay, so let's just stop right there. You know, sales bull. You know, you got to do the little BS thing too. I'm just playing the game.
You're a busy lady. You're a mom. You're a rockin' sales AE, and you're killing it. You're crushing it on LinkedIn. Let's start the show. I picked a clip out just for you. Let's watch it now.
Salespeople burn out because they suck. Nobody burns out of winning. You burn out when you start losing. You get tired when you start not getting the reward and the feelings that you get when you win. So literally, the reason salespeople burn out is because they stop winning. Whether it's financial or otherwise, they feel a lack. They forgot why they did it. Something made them stop feeling like a winner. Something made them stop and reflect on what's important to them. And it may not be selling people. Maybe they were selling for the wrong reason. Maybe they were selling the wrong product. But you get burnt out for a lot of reasons, but the main reason you get burnt out is because you're not winning anymore.
All right, Brad Lee.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Brad Lee is he's like the junior Grant Cardone.
Totally 10xing, 100%.
He's got a cigar in hand, with
like
his
the
aviators
whole
on.
Vibe is Grant Cardone. Yeah. You just need those like planes behind him. You know, his jets, right?
Yeah.
But that was interesting, and I agree.
But he's on to something, right?
He's on to something or on something. Yeah, both. He says one of the two or both. But he is, because we're watching it and we're talking about it, right?
Yeah,
so
he's got
like
thousands and thousands of views and followers. He's pretty popular.
I mean, I'm going to go follow him because he's the mini Grant Cardone or some sort. But it's, you know, and that's enticing. You know, it's very much so you're drawn into that because there's that confidence about it. But I would like to know his backstory too as to why he says that. But based off of all he's sharing, okay, the whole winning aspect. Okay, people suck. Okay, the losing portion, you know, you're not winning, right? Why are you not winning, though? Is it because of the wrong product, like you said? Sure, maybe you're not in the right space. But companies don't cross-train. So maybe somebody's really good at the account-based marketing approach or the strategic kind of approach. And so they need to focus that way, opposed to this, I'm going to smile and dial and sit here all night, and I'm going to call this side of the world, and that makes me a salesperson, even though I have zero clue what I'm doing. But I'm just going to do it because the company says, you do this, and that makes you a salesperson.
It reminds me of a phrase that the founders at PandaDoc and then a lot of the executives, and it's trickled down, use is like right butts in the right seats.
Yeah.
And it's figuring out, like, what do these people suck at? What are they good at?
Yeah.
And on their journey here, they can move laterally. They can try different stuff. If they're not good at, you know, SDR cold calling, well, let's try some field marketing. Let's try some ABM stuff. Let's see where they are going to start winning so that they'll stay
Where
here.
do you thrive? Like, where do you feel like you're winning? Because everybody needs that. Like, because sales is so like this, right? Like, it's the up and down. You lose, and it's like, I suck. I suck totally. And then you get that win, and it's like this dopamine hit, boom, high, you know?
I'm the best. Let's move into our first segment, staying creative despite the repetitive rejection. I think this flows nicely with the conversation we are having.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up a LinkedIn thread here for us to look at. One of your friends you reposted, Nate Narsala. Am I saying his last name right? You're like, bro, I don't know.
But everyone should follow Nate. He's amazing.
Yeah,
brilliant.
You've talked about him. He's a former AE and SDR. He's a founder. He's starting his own company. He wrote an awesome article in Sales Hacker that we'll get into in a little bit. But he put out this post of, let's have some fun. I'm giving $150 to the seller who shares the most creative follow-up they've ever used with a prospect. He talks about the prizes, the rules, and how you participate as comment with your most creative follow-up. So,
I did not win, side note.
Okay, well, I'm bummed about that
because I did it too late. I submitted it too late, and just side note, but I should have won. I definitely won.
I definitely think you did too. So we don't have to scroll because there's like 122 comments in here. I'm not going to make poor Sean have to scroll to your post in here, but give us some background on your approach. And I'll set the stage because it caught my attention that you were attempting to do some follow-up in a creative way, which was use the service and app Cameo. For those who aren't familiar, Cameo is an app where famous people, you can request that they record birthday messages or whatever, and you pay them $100, $1,000, $10,000 or whatever, depending on how famous they are.
Crazy amounts, yeah.
To record something on video, they send it to you, and then you send it to the person, and then all of a sudden you've got Flava Flav or William Hung or whomever recording a message and sending it on your behalf. So you just logged into Cameo.
And first I saw a post and I was trying to reach this specific individual. Mark, I really needed to talk to him. I really needed to because I had been working this account for way too long. But it was okay. I was building my champions within, and I was like, I'm going up to the top. We're going to the top. So I was reading through some posts of his. Someone shared, if you want to ever talk to Mark, you need to get him in touch with Flava Flav. And I was like, yup, we're doing it. Cameo, jump on. It's like $5,000. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not paying for Flava Flav to say 10 seconds of something. I absolutely not. Like, I can't do that. So I had previously used William Hung,
For those that aren't familiar, he's the former American Idol contestant. She bang, she bang.
Yep.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Google that, and you'll find that video.
Please Google it, and you're going to love it because he films in his bedroom with his bed unmade, his closet doors open, clothes everywhere, where it looks like he changed a million times before sitting there to do it. It's amazing. He's $25. It's fine. So there's like the business side, or where they do it, where their prices are crazy, where it's going out to multiple people.
Okay.
And then there's also like the individual pricing. I don't really know the terms, but
that's cool.
There's two different pricing kind of models. I didn't know if he knew what they were, right? So his was like a little bit more for the business side, individual less. So I just went for the less. Well, he got back
it's coming out of your pocket, right?
30. You came, yeah.
It's coming out of your pocket. You're like, I'll just pay
$25. Sure. If I could get a conversation going with Mark, sure.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. So 30 minutes later, not kidding, boom, I get it back in my inbox. And he's like, here, Amelia, hope you enjoy, like, whatever. And I was working with one of my sales directors, too. And so he was like, let's just do it. And I was like, all right. Whatever, because I wanted to have someone. I always work with the same people who I really trusted, who we were trying to work strategically, because not the company I was with, that was not the name of the game. Smile, dial, boom, go as fast as you can. So that's not how I work.
So let's pull up the clip.
Let's pull it up
and look at this Cameo real quick. And we may need to take a pause because it is so loud.
Hey Mark, this is William Hung. Flava Flav wants you to meet with Sharia, Amelia, and the Seamless family. So let them know when would be a good time for you. I know you can do it. Yeah, boy.
Like, what? Like, that's $25 worth of
I've watched this 5 times and I pick up something new every time. Because I was just
amazing.
The first time I listened to it, my AirPods almost flew out of my ears. He just blasted that headset mic.
Like, what's he doing? What's his setup
You
like?
can do it. Yeah, boy.
But the first time I saw it, I was like, no, what is this? And I was like, brilliant, maybe? Yeah, let's do it. And I was like, Mark is not one of those people I feel like I would appreciate. I don't know if he'll appreciate this, but everybody needs a little bit of that human touch, right? Like, let's be normal.
What platform did you send it on? Email? You sent him a link?
Through LinkedIn, through the link, because they'll do like
DMs?
Like, yeah, so I sent it that way. Sent him a voice memo too, saying like, "Hey, check this out," whatever. And then I sent it through email after I saw that he
Multi-threading, I love it.
Yeah, I had to kind of and then I also sent it to the girl who shared in the comments, "Hey, if you want to ever talk to Mark, like this is the way to his heart, whatever, all that."
You're like,
so I was like,
I am
"Hey,
going to make sure this gets seen by Mark.
I was like, check this out. I was like, noted. And she was like, no way, this is amazing. So I've kind of kept in touch with her, which is cool. Just building relationships, right? So I sent it to Mark, and I see that he reads it on LinkedIn. And so I'm like rushing to go send this via email because I'm like, all right, you're not going to respond to me. I'm waiting for 3 minutes now. What's going on?
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, come on, Mark, let's go. Like, this is too good. I paid for $25 for this, Mark. Like, yeah, I'm going to send you a Venmo request if like you don't respond. That's an interesting thing. But so I email him and I get a response like right away. And he's like, no way. My kids are in here with me watching this right now. We're all crying, laughing. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Thank you so much. And he was like, I will point you exactly where you need to go. This is the greatest outreach ever. And I was like, no way. Thank you. Like, I'm like, oh,
I love it.
But you know what? I wanted Flavor Flav because that's who I wanted. But I just utilized, okay, let's pivot. They didn't even say Flavor Flav. Right? Like, he said like Flava Flav, which is even better.
Flav.
It's even better.
We were laughing about that where he's like, he didn't even know how to say his name.
I know, and I loved that. He said Flava Flav. And I think that's amazing because like that makes it even better. Like Flava Flav wants to meet with you. Like, go, yeah, boy. Yes, winning material right there.
All right, let's take a look at Nate Narsala's article, 7 Creative Plays to Resurrect a Deal Without Just Checking In. And
shout out Nate.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah,
we're
Nate.
really getting Nate some love here.
We love you, Nate.
Let's scroll through this. I just want to get your idea on some of his concepts here. So the first one is draft a future state press release. Get your buyer's entire team energized by building a press release. Make the headline a future breakthrough that's a result of working together. Let's see, his example is, for example, this week I met the team at Demandwell. They help marketers drive organic traffic. Managers may like easy keyword research, but CEOs and CMOs think bigger, like 110 million Series C backed by Sequoia, driven by efficient organic growth. What do you think about this draft a future state press release? Is this something you would ever do?
No.
Okay. Why?
I wouldn't know I would overthink it. 1, 2, I don't want to do that. I don't know who would do that. I don't know. I'm not against the idea. I just think there has to be the specific individual who's going to actually put the time and energy into doing this.
I feel like maybe this is a good one for folks that maybe have a little bit of a marketing background, are good writers, maybe, or more
writing is the key to
selling.
selling.
That sounds like a lot of writing on a draft. I've written a lot of press releases, and they take a lot of time to write.
They take time, but you know what? If you want to be really good at sales too, writing is like learn copywriting, like learn to some tiny degree, or just learn how to download Grammarly. Like
Shout out Grammarly.
Listen, I did a poll one time, and it was like the best. Just side note, this is hilarious.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I spelled Grammarly wrong in the poll.
That I did not know.
And it was simple, and like it got so many people's attention, and I accidentally did
I
it.
did that on purpose.
But people are like, that was like, I had people reach out to me. They're like, that's brilliant. Like that drew me in because I was like, oh, does she know? I had so many people reach out saying like, hey, by the way, you spelled that wrong. And I'm like, okay, maybe it was on purpose. Maybe it wasn't. No, I just screwed up. But yeah, so download Grammarly.
Number 2, ghostwrite an all-staff email from their CEO. So a similar play to the one above, he says, in the body, write an update focused on an achievement you can enable. So is this like pretending to be the CEO?
Yeah.
Copy and paste their email signature into a new email. Update the name and title. All right, Nate, you're getting a little controversial here. I like it.
Nathan.
I like it. It's better than, I mean.
You know what? It's creative.
It is creative. Maybe this.
Ballsy. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
All right.
Would you ever ghostwrite an all-staff email from their CEO?
I have.
You have? All right.
Because I played the company I was with previously with doing the cameos and all that. I had a few people think I was like chief of staff sort of thing because I was dipping into all things. Marketing couldn't stand me because I was telling them 20 years ago marketing didn't work. Sales, I was just challenging every single leader because I was like, no. You don't know what you don't know. And I don't know what I don't know, but I think I know more. And so let me tell you what I think in the most respectful way possible, right? But also proving the ROI on what I was doing, showing this is how things can be better for the company as a whole. This is how we should have more of this focus, so on and so forth. So I would help with these President's Club, awards and setting up things or different summits that would happen. I would do that outreach. So that's where the whole relationship building happened and kind of building this brand, which I think people are people. They're not a brand. It's fine. So it's kind of one of those buzzwords, if you will. Your brand is growing.
It's one of my favorite
They're so
buzzwords.
Authentic.
It's one of my favorite buzzwords.
The brand. So, oh my gosh, it's an authentic.
So how did it go when you tried this tactic? Do you remember if it?
I just didn't include him on it. And it was fine because and then I also had in the bottom to contact me. I included myself at the bottom, like reach out to Amelia Taylor for here's her like email cell, whatever, to get on the whatever it was, the thing was. I believe it was for a sales summit, or it was for President's Club stuff, people who generated 6-7 figures, all that. So I just wrote it up because no one was doing anything with it. So I was like, all right, still in action, right? So I'm going to take action and just do it. And if he's not doing it, I'm going to do it.
Right on.
So.
Back to being ballsy.
Not ballsy, just like Nathan.
Let's look at one more. Let's scroll a little bit more. No, let's go past 3. This one was interesting. So line up a guest interview for them who doesn't love to showcase their smarts. If you're working with a senior level prospect, ask to feature them in a new piece of content your marketing team is working on. You want to check in with marketing first, of course. Yes, maybe not. But chances are good they'd like an industry voice in their content. It's a small step forward working together and meeting others around your company. The example, so Nate, for those that are just listening, drafts up an email that reads, "Hi, name. Thought of you while chatting with our marketing team earlier. They're looking to feature a marketer in an upcoming blog post. If you're up for it, they'd love to set up a guest interview with you." I can tell you as a marketer, if somebody did this with me, hell yeah, this would work on me.
It worked on Udi at Gong, and he said I could do an AMA with y'all, and I said deal because they did the same thing. I mean,
I think this is a great tactic as a better option as a follow-up, especially for a bigger account. If you're an AE like yourself, Amelia, and you're like, I am not getting through to this person. Let me tag team up with marketing or not and see if I can just come up with a blog article that I want to feature them on, a podcast, an AMA.
There was nothing I had in place. There was nothing. It was, I'm coming up with all these ideas. I've got ideas galore. No, I'm sorry, Udi, if you're listening, please listen. You should.
Yeah.
All of
By
y'all.
the way, we're PandaDoc is customers of Gong. We like Udi.
Right, we're bootstrapped, but we love y'all. So I love Gong people. Love it. But it's fine. So yes, and Udi's family is the cutest too. Side note, if y'all go stalk them.
That's cool that it worked though. So
it worked.
Did this AMA with them.
That was not but okay, here's what happened though. So
it can feel slimy if you don't do it right.
It wasn't done though because marketing didn't take action with it because they are the ones who would kind of do it. So I reached out to Udi actually recently through Pavilion and said, I would love to still take you up on that AMA. You and I, let's do it. And busy as can be, but yeah, let's do it. Okay. Was a response that I got. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like, because who am I to be like, I'm not in marketing, but I can learn from you.
Yeah.
And everybody can learn from somebody. He's somebody I definitely would love to learn from.
Yeah.
And just having him be someone that, too, those people who are these, it's like, oh, how do I'll never be able to reach that high. But yeah, you can. Like if you just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to sleep with their title. Everybody puts their pants on the same way, right? Nobody is superior to anyone if you think that way.
Yeah, and make it easy for them to say yes.
Yes.
My only tip on this line up a guest interview for them is I would check with marketing, because or else you might have a situation where marketing doesn't follow up with them.
Yeah.
You know, I would also make it worth their time, make it an easy thing to say yes to. For most of my guests, I send them a fun little something, whether it's cookies or a bottle of something, just as a thank you for coming on. I try to make this an experience, make them say yes, an easy yes to. So let's switch to our third and final segment of the show. Bouncing back from cold calls that make you want to laugh and or cry at the same time. So,
love it.
Amelia, I crowdsourced a number of cold calls from LinkedIn, from my SDR team here at PandaDoc. Some went great. Some went terrible.
I'm nervous.
These are just a few. So for those who are waiting and are like, Travis, you didn't use my clip. I promise I will.
Okay, yes. I'm ready.
This is from Daniel from Rightbound.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Melissa, please.
Who's this?
Hey, Daniel calling from Rightbound. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Great. Well, this is a sales call. It's not going so well. Probably want to hang up, but was hoping you might have a few minutes to chat about your team's outbound prospecting strategy.
No, actually I don't. Sorry, I have a meeting right now.
Oh,
Thank
right
you.
now at 11:50?
I don't think you get the question when I have a meeting. You're calling my personal cell phone as well. So thanks, and please don't call back.
He laughed. He laughed. You know what? It also, who is she? Because like everyone has everyone's cell phone numbers these days. Like, why are you confused, lady? And I think that was great.
Nobody's working out of an office except for Elon Musk.
Right,
Like,
because
nobody is.
yeah, or-
Of course, I'm going to be calling your cell phone. So, Daniel from Rightbound, I think you did a
Daniel.
great job. Him and I were laughing about this together because he was like, a meeting at 11:50. Why are you like?
What are you doing?
Why are you picking up your phone if you're in the middle of a meeting?
If you're in the middle, yeah, like everybody
She's
goes to that
obviously
excuse,
lying.
lady. Hello, like this is an excuse, and
She
I'm
did
not
not
dumb.
like it.
She didn't like it because she got called out real quick. yeah. Daniel, good job. I like the approach of being like, I gonna call you out, because in a way that's not like, not in like a bad way, but it's a, why are you going into, like, who has a meeting now, because you don't.
Yeah.
Hello. So that can make people feel like, oh, I have a few minutes. It could go either way. But she was already like, who are you?
He picked up on her tone. I saw your facial expressions are hilarious, by the way. Every like little thing that I was picking up on, you were like, your face was expressing, and you were like, oh, she's not happy. And then you even heard him say, it's not going so well, as you can tell.
That is one of my favorite things, like, because I think that puts that guard down almost, like they didn't hear at all because it didn't go well, but he laughed at the end, like, so be it, go on to the next, right?
Yeah.
Like, she had a meeting at 11:50 or something with herself, so.
Way to laugh it off, Daniel. Good for you, man.
Good for you, Dan. Proud of you.
Let's switch up. This is Maddox from PandaDoc.
Hello? Hello? Hi, is this the how do I pronounce it? Is this the right company? Yeah, I was calling from PandaDoc because I saw somebody over here at a free trial. There isn't a name under this. Would this be the right person?
What do you want to talk to?
Yeah, does PandaDoc ring a bell? Okay, got it. Were you the one who signed up for a free trial?
No.
Okay, got it. So was your company looking into PandaDoc? You're aware of it?
That's it. That's the clip.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
What do you have to say for Maddox?
That's what I have to say. Like, what? Yeah. That one, good job, Maddox. But, like, one, I don't know, honestly, what to say, actually. There's no one, because it's just like, what happened just then? I mean, he tried. That was inbound, right? So
God bless you, Maddox, for calling a free trialer.
And like a prince or something, whatever, who says a lot. Like that was confusing. You couldn't even understand that person. There's something to download called Pronounce. It's like a lips, and it's this little Chrome extension. Download it. You can highlight someone's name, click it, and it'll say it to you. It's, I would say, 50% correct. I don't know how to say that person's name either. But that's helpful if you don't know how to say it. But Maddox, good job. Just skip that person.
Yeah, it's good. This clip was like 48 seconds or something. Don't waste your time on these ones. Don't think twice about it. Just move on.
And if you keep saying, it's ask them, what does that mean?
Are you okay?
Yeah, like, is everything okay? Are you in danger?
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, like, you locked up? Like, it's two mm-hms if like you're locked up somewhere in a dungeon. Like 3 like let's do because something sounds off. You don't seem okay. Like, let's do code, okay? Like, let's figure it out because that was weird. Good job, Maddox.
Good job, Maddox. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's actually skip this one and go to the final one. Yeah, this is from Sarah from PandaDoc. This is a longer one. I may pause it, but yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, this is Happy Friday. This is Sarah with PandaDoc. I'll be pretty honest. This is a cold call, so feel free to hang up. But if you had 30 seconds, I'd love to tell you why I was calling.
Okay, I got 30 seconds. 29 now. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. Well, I'm reaching out. I noticed you're the director of sales over at. We work with similar sales teams at companies like Ring Central and Autodesk. And when we're speaking to them, they say they're kind of frustrated because their current proposal and contract workflows.
I'm going to give you a hit on sales. I'm pretty good at that. Get to the point what it is. Right now, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, well,
I'll take you some time.
Essentially, we're an all-in-one document automation software that streamlines the process of creating, approving, sending.
You're talking Chinese to me. That's Chinese to me. So get to the point. I still don't know what it is. What kind of sale is it? What is
this guy?
It's a tool for to create quotes, contracts, proposals, and e-sign.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not on any kind of medical government help or anything like that. I've been living off my savings for like 5 years. And I'm broke.
I don't care about him.
I can't afford $1 a month to anything.
That's a
I'd love
problem.
to buy you whatever product it might be. It might be great. But I can't even listen to it because I got no money in the bank. I'm living off my parents are 87 years old. My dad's got a lot of money. My mom's brother's got a lot of money. But they
his mom, his dad.
Okay, pause. It just gets wilder. The end result of this is that it was the wrong person. Obviously, she had the wrong phone number for who she was trying to reach. This was not her intended audience.
Oh, wow.
And so chaos ensued. He started talking about how he's out of work and on medical disability, but doesn't have medical insurance.
No money, but dad has money. Mom has no money. Like, what? What do you do with that?
He ended up being kind of nice towards the very end, but a little bit patronizing and sexist sometimes. I think he called her love at one point.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, don't
off,
do that.
Bro. Yeah.
So yeah, that was Sarah from PandaDoc. It only went on for about another minute, but I don't want to make
another minute's a long time
for salespeople. That's
like he must have been talking a lot about his life. So Sarah, great job. My thoughts on this, and my advice on it would be: don't let anyone, even if he's unemployed and talking over you, don't let him talk over you. Like, hold on, you didn't let me finish what I was saying. Like, don't be afraid to stand up for what it is you're saying. And he's saying, get to the point. I know sales. Like, you're unemployed. So, I don't know. I think that's mean. But at the same time, it's like, no, you don't, though. Like, go get a sales job. Like, I don't know. Go do the flip sign thing.
He did tell us later on in the clip that he made about $82,000 a year doing something. He used to drive a $90,000 Porsche. That's what it was. Something like that.
Bravo. I'm so proud of him.
I love the advice for Sarah, though. Don't let somebody talk over you. Stick up for yourself.
Or just make it almost fun too. Like, hey, hold on, wait, let me finish what I was saying.
Yeah.
Make it where the tone shifts, because if he thinks he's in charge, like, be in control of the conversation.
I like that.
When you're not in control of the conversation, they're leading it. That's the whole, that's where they're going to tell you what you're going to do, opposed to you telling them what they need. based off of what you've discovered through doing your research, which you always should do.
Amelia, it's been a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks so much for
Pleasure's
coming
mine.
in.
Thank you.
And if people can connect with you, they'll do it on LinkedIn.
Yep.
Follow her on LinkedIn, join Pavilion, join Wizard of Ops. And that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll be back in a couple weeks with another episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Customer Engagement Lab, brought to you by PandaDoc. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or connect with us on LinkedIn. We love to hear from you and what you think of the show.